Shalom, shalom. We want to say all praises be to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled, Is Babylon Healed? Because you just had this election with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, and so-called Donald Trump so-called won the election, and a lot of you people out there, you acting like America is healed, man. Jake out there saying we are on the path to America's golden age, so on and so forth. So you have a lot of people under the strong delusion, Edomites, Jakes, so on and so forth, Americans in general, a lot of you that support Trump, that's under the delusion that America is heading into a golden age. But that's not the case, man. America is heading into judgment, man. America is heading into a great fall. Thus say the Lord, thus say the Holy Bible. Because this is what? A wicked empire. This is an empire built upon bloodshed, built upon murder, built upon wickedness, man. And why we still here? Because a lot of you people out there, especially Esau, Edom, you say, well, get out of America. No, we here to prophesy the downfall of this place, man. You understand? We here to cry on to the Lord to bring down this place of where our ancestors were raped, robbed, and murdered. So this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 5. For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts come. So if America is to continue on forever, that would mean Israel would be forsaken, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that would mean we would be forsaken, as we wouldn't have gotten justice for slavery, for the genocide of the indigenous people, for the oppression, all the oppression that Jake saw, man, the 12 tribes saw here upon the shores of America, man, the lynchings, the murders, so on and so forth. So if Esau, Edom, and Babylon the Great is to continue on, man, where's the justice, man? Where's the where's the Lord taking vengeance for his people, man, for the righteous blood that cries unto him, man? So you people out there as on a strong delusion, you 2/3, you Edomites, you heathen nations, I think in America is heading into a golden age, that everything is good and dandy, because Kamala Harris, the so-called black woman, didn't get in. You under a strong delusion, man. This place is heading for a great downfall, man. And the elites just playing both sides, man. Trump and Harris, man. Trump in there, they have their backers to control Trump, man. So don't get it twisted, man. Just different wings of the same bird, man. They're just approaching the end with a different perspective, with the Trump perspective since he got in there versus the Biden or Harris perspective. That's all it is to it, man. Don't be fooled, man. Both sides are under the auspices of the elites, man. And ultimately under the auspices of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Meaning that the Lord determines what's going to happen. And what the Lord is going to do, the Lord is, we in the season of the downfall of this place, man. Don't get it twisted, man. It ain't no hope for America, man. And the scriptures is going to get into it, man. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 5. For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Come, because we're in this position. Why? Because we went off. We went off. But guess what? The Lord is what? Redeeming us, man. There's an elect remnant. The men that you see out there on the highways and the byways chanting down Babylon, that's coming back to the Lord, man. that has come back to the Lord. And it's a beautiful thing to see, man. You understand? It's a beautiful thing to see. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 5. For Israel had not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Come, flee means spiritually. Spiritually part of this place. Don't give your soul, your spirit over to this place. Don't be fully invested in this place. Use the word, but don't abuse it. Don't be like these 2/3 Jake that's hoping in America. That's hoping that Donald Trump bringing a golden age for America, man. That's what they're saying, man. And Donald Trump about to bring in a golden age under a strong delusion, man. The golden age of America is finished, man. It's gonna be straight rich versus poor, man. Rich and poor, man. No middle class. That's what we heading into, man. And ultimately, heading into the season of the mark of the beast, where rich and poor is gonna have to take that mark if they want to be continue on in society, man. Like Revelation 13 and 16 goes into. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in our iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord vengeance. Come, so the Lord is bringing vengeance upon this place, man. This is the time of the Lord vengeance. This ain't the time of America's golden age. This ain't the time of make America great again. No, America is heading to perdition, man. America is heading to judgment, man. No matter who came up in there, man. Just different ways to skin a cat, man. That's how the Lord deal with it, man. Trump get up in there, a different way to skin a cat versus if Biden and Harris, so on and so forth. But the same prophecies still hold firm, and it's going to come to pass, man. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Come, America has to be recompensed, man. That's what you people fail to realize, man. You 2/3 of Jake, you totally bugged out and blinded. And you Edomites, you don't want to face the judgment for the atrocities that your ancestors has committed, which is Isaiah 14 and 1, Isaiah 14 and 21, which is really you coming back in your reincarnation. The so-called white man here in America has to pay a judgment, man. Has to face the consequences for the crimes against the children of Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai letting that slide, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not letting what happened to his people. He's not letting what happened to his people slide, man. You understand? He's not letting it slide. You 2/3 might want to let it slide. But the Lord is not letting it slide, man. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. God. So what? Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, because the Lord used Babylon as a tool on the left-hand side to what? Pollute all these nations, man. With her philosophies and ideologies, man. Democracy, feminism, LGBT, women's rights, so on and so forth. Polluted the whole world, man. And we see it before our eyes. So all these societies across the world are polluted, man. They are wearing suits and ties. The woman become whores. Women's rights, so on and so forth. Democracies. There are few holdout countries, but for the most part, the countries of the world is down with America, or have been polluted by the ways of America, man. You understand? But then the Lord reversing it too, saying, because you have a lot of these countries coming up against America. Iran, China, North Korea. Yeah, they have dealings with America, but ultimately they're coming up against them, man. Especially places like China, you know what I mean? India, Pakistan. a lot of these Arab nations, they have dealings with America, but is ultimately they against her, man, because they all jockeying for what, that top position, man. Because that's one thing to always remember. All of these nations, they deal with each other, they play friendly with each other. Ultimately, they all jockeying for that top position, man, to be rulers of the earth, man. And that's ultimately what this World War III is going to be about, man. All these different nations, these top nations jockeying to be number one, man. Russia, China, North Korea, India, America, all these nations jockeying for power, man. You understand? Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of the wine, therefore the nations are mad. Come. Because ultimately, the nations realizing that they've been in a trick bag, man. America just been using them, man. Using them and abusing them and turning them out. Corrupting their societies. That's why you have a lot of these nations coming up against Babylon, man. Iran, China, Russia. Because Russians are Edomites too, but even them coming up against, they're the main ones at the forefront of coming up against America. Specifically in this third world war that's coming up, man. Russia and China and their allies gonna come up against Babylon the Great. Because they're realizing, yo, America has been just using them and abusing them, man. It's all a finesse, man, that America has been doing across the earth. And the nations are mad. The nations are tired of it, man. The nations are tired of it. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. And that's the next step, man. That's the next step. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. So it ain't no make America great again, man. It ain't no golden age of America coming up. Nah, don't let the hype fool you, man. Trump got up in there and it's gonna be the same results, man. It's not gonna be no different outcome. This place is still due for a great judgment, man. Good riddance, man. You understand? That's what's coming to this place, a good riddance. Malachi 4:1. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Come. So is Babylon gonna be healed? Is Trump gonna heal Babylon? Is Trump gonna make Babylon great again? No, you stupid Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You simple-minded Edomites that have been sold out by your elites. No, Trump is not gonna heal Babylon. He's not gonna heal Babylon. He's not gonna make it great again, man. Just heading in that same direction to the great judgment, man. World War III. And Trump gonna sell you out to bringing in the mark of the beast. And sell you out to bringing in this World War III, man. If the Lord have him be the person, person to has this be done, man. But America is definitely not heading into the golden age, man. It's gonna be a golden age for the elites for a short time, while they're bringing in New World Order, which Elon Musk, who's down with Trump, he part of that New World Order agenda, man. He may just be the one to bring in this chip. You understand? He just may be the one to be at the forefront of bringing in RFID chip. Well, we're gonna see how the Lord play it out. But we know one thing for sure: America is heading in the wrong direction, so to speak. The precipitously circling the drain, man. Especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have nothing to look forward to here, man. You so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you have nothing to look forward to here, man, except to be saved out of the destruction to come. That's what you should be looking forward to. Not being here for another 5-10 years, man. No. Look forward to a salvation out of this place. Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, cancel, forsake this place, man. Especially right now spiritually. Have in mind that, yo, this place is going to be judged, man. And it ain't no saving this place. It ain't no turning this place around. And justly so. That's justice, man, for this place to be judged. Because what? It's a bloody city built on what? Rape, robbery, and murder, man. John 10:10. That's Esau, Edom, here in Babylon the Great, specifically. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies, man. So ultimately, there's going to be a nuclear parade upon this place, man. A nuclear onslaught upon Babylon the Great, man. And that represents the salvation of the elect of Israel, man. Because Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is going to return simultaneously to deliver the elect, man. It's going to return simultaneously to deliver the elect. So it ain't no saving America, man. It ain't no making America great again. America is set to be judged, Lord's willing, in the coming years, man. And Trump in it is not going to save it. Elon Musk is not going to save it. None of your politicians, no, it's not going to save it. They're just ushering in and leading you down the path to what Yahweh Shem Yahshua have in the prophecies of the downfall of this place, man. Bringing in the RFID chip and World War III. Lord's willing, sooner rather than later. And that means the salvation for the elect of Israel. As we know, Micah 2:10, we in the right frame of mind, man. We know this is not our rest, man. It is polluted. So we are already in the right frame of mind of what? Spiritually departed from this place, man. Storing up our treasures in heaven, not upon earth. Not trusting in Babylon. Not hand joining hand with this place, no. We do what we have to do. Use the word, but don't abuse it, man. Understanding, hey, at any time, this place is due for a great fall, man. And that's what we anticipate, and that's what we're waiting on. And that's what we foresee coming down the pipe really soon. Forsake her, man. Let me read that again. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8 on down. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaching unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Come. Because even when shit really starts to go down, you have these different heathens ahead, they're going to be fleeing to their countries, man. We're going to be fleeing onto the Lord. We're going to be praying onto the Lord to deliver us, man. To continue bringing destruction on this place and to deliver us from the ultimate nuclear destruction. That's the spirit that we in, man. And that's what we foresee coming to this place via biblical prophecy. So with that, I want to say all praises be to Abanawa Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of greatness, who rule well. Shalom Tinglek. Abba Babal Kwame Yasha'Allah.